everyone, this is Dr. Sarala. Welcome to Millet Magic. As a kid, I would always complain whenever my mom made upma, and she would always say, "Wait till you start cooking." And all these years later, just like she said, millet upma features in my weekly menu simply because it is very convenient to make, especially as a morning breakfast dish when we are in a hurry to get to work. Adding vegetables to the upma not just ensures that the most important meal of the day, which is our breakfast, is full of all the required nutrition, but also makes an otherwise slightly boring dish very tasty. These are the ingredients that you're going to need to make vegetable millet upma. 1 cup of fine millet rava. If you do not get ready millet rava nearby, you can put millet into a mixie and pulse it for around 25 to 30 times. Then pass it through a sieve to separate the fine and coarse rava. The coarse rava can be used for making porridge or idli and the fine rava for upma. You will also need 1 big potato cut into long thin pieces, 1 big onion finely chopped, 1 carrot cut into small pieces, 2 tomatoes finely chopped, 7 to 8 green chilies slit through the center, and 1 cup of fresh green peas. And for the tadka, you will also require 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a teaspoon of chana dal, and half a teaspoon of urud dal, half a teaspoon of jeera, around 10 to 15 curry leaves and cooking oil. Here I am using safflower oil. Since upma is usually a breakfast dish, you'll have to start the preparation the previous night itself. You'll need to lightly dry roast the rava until it emits a slight aroma. This step enhances the taste. Then transfer it into another vessel and allow it to cool. Once it's cool, gently wash the rava once and then soak it overnight with 2 cups of water. Note the ratio: 1 cup of millet rava to 2 cups of water. In the morning, for preparing the upma, heat about 6 tablespoons of oil in a kadai. Add half a teaspoon of mustard and allow it to splutter. Then add in half a teaspoon of jeera and half a teaspoon of chana dal and urud dal. Next, add in the finely chopped onions and the slit green chilies, and immediately add in the turmeric to remove the free radicals generated when we heat the oil. Saute for a minute or 2 until the onions turn translucent. Next to go in will be the fresh green peas and then the fresh curry leaves. Followed by the finely chopped carrots, and then the cut potato. Saute all the vegetables together for 3 to 4 minutes and then add in the cut tomato. Now cover with a lid and allow the vegetables to cook on a low to medium flame for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now gently pour the water which you had used for soaking the millets and thereby ensure that you do not lose any of the water-soluble vitamins and minerals from the millet. Allow the water to come to a boil and now add in salt to taste. Adding salt at this stage is very important since it will not get mixed evenly if you add it later on. Now slowly incorporate the soaked millet rava little by little with constant stirring. And once you've added it all in, give it a nice mix and then cover it with a lid and allow it to cook on low to medium flame for about 8 to 10 minutes. Of course, with occasional stirring so that you do not allow it to burn at the bottom. You can heat half a cup of water in a separate vessel and keep it aside. You can use this water to sprinkle into the upma if and when you feel that a little more water is required to cook the millet. But most often, 1:2 water ratio will suffice. Take a small spoon of the upma and test if it is cooked completely. If you feel it is still undone, sprinkle a little bit of water and cover it with a lid and allow it to cook on sim for another 5 minutes. It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes to completely cook. Top it with 2 teaspoons of desi ghee and give it a final mix. To serve the upma, smear a little ghee on the inner surface of a cup. Fill it with upma and press gently. Turn the cup upside down over a plate and gently shake it to release the upma from the cup. This extra step taken to plate the dish makes a huge difference between a boring upma and a tasty one. Garnish with a little bit of fresh coriander. You can serve the upma with a pickle of your choice, chutney or chutney powder. Do try out this recipe for vegetable millet upma. I am guessing that you too will start making it frequently just like me. We'll be back next week with a perfect millet masala dosa recipe. Until then, happy cooking!